not playing down on any other occupation or anything. I was formerly a photographer, and before I went for service and came back and everything just confused, so I lost track of photography and found myself in real estate. I do not think I would have achieved this far if I were doing photography. That's just the practical truth. So this business that I'm sharing with you is rich, and it is the business that you can lack the most, because you can practically lack that 5 naira. If you say the land is 5 naira, nobody will still buy from you. But it is still this business that people are building generational wealth. This business, if you commit to it wholly, if you commit to it fully, as at 2022, I was still staying with my mom. I was still staying in our house. I couldn't afford a house of my own. I couldn't I couldn't even transport. I couldn't even move in. I'm talking about 2022 now. To let you know, I'm not saying this to talk down on myself, because I wouldn't want to talk down on myself. But I'm letting you know that your concern is genuine. Now, let me say, okay, who told you that the real estate is working? It is working because I'm a living witness. I'm not told. I am what it is. There were days I struggled to go to leave a place. Maybe I'll go to church and I don't have transport to come back. I don't know if Mr. Ewa can remember. There was one day like that. I was supposed to be in church. I practically got to church like this. I just went to him like the money was in his hand. I said, do you have 300 naira? Just give me. I just went to pee. Now, let me tell you, there are days that I have to trek home. See, this guy that is talking to you is not coming from a privileged background. This guy that is talking to you is not coming from any form of advantage. So your disadvantage is not enough excuse. Believe me, all you just need is to follow me carefully. And if now there's something he said, I don't know how to paraphrase. I've not organized myself well, so I couldn't write it down. But there's something he said about information is it the heart and execution in the hand? How did you put it? Learning is of the heart. Practice is of the hand. So as you are getting this into your heart, it is touching your emotions. Because believe me, God has helped me in one aspect, which is getting the attention of my audience. I have mastered that one. So whether your emotions will be touched or not is not a factor here. It will. But the truth is that will you execute? Because the learning will get to your heart, because I know how to make it happen. You understand? But will you? That's where I cannot control. Will you be able to execute what has gotten to your heart? Learning is of the heart. Execution is of the hand. Now, will you do these things? But I promise you that if you commit to making this happen, odds are that you will so fly high, that you will get so much results. Now, number one thing to do is to commit to be the best. Commit to be the best. I choose to be the best. Let me tell you, after 2022, I vowed, I said, no, I will give in all it takes. I don't care who hates me. You better start hating me more, because let me tell you, do you know how I got to get to know my wife more? I'm always disturbing her with messages on relay. Who is this guy that's always sending me message back to back? What is it? Well, I'm not buying. I don't have the money. Just the energy must be there. Commit to be the best. Please, next. Commit to be the best. Now, today is today. You are here. How will the next 30 days be? How will the next 30 days of your life be? Will the next 30 days of your life be as you have always been nonchalant, or you have always been passive? Do you know there are some people living passive life? But they don't know. They hate poverty, but they do not act against poverty. They are partnering with poverty to choke them. Do you know that people are in partnership? Let me tell you how you are in partnership with poverty. You are not hungry enough to commit to one thing and do it well. You are in partnership. You see, there are levels of hunger. Let me not release only anger here. There are levels of anger. Are you with me, sir? And let me tell you something. If you will stand out in real estate, he said something about the fact that the market is getting competitive. Your eyes must be strong, your hand must be firm, your determination, everything around you must respond that this guy needs a change. Until everything around you respond that you need a change, nothing will change. Because the odds against you are more. I was discussing in the last youth empowerment program that do you know that in the last 10 years, 1 million naira is now like 100,000 naira. The odds against you are more. You should see this, it's clear. 100,000 in 2014 will do what 1 million naira will do now. It's the same thing, they are equal now. Because the price of fuel then was less. And then let's go there because it can cause a lot of high blood pressure. But the truth is that, see, now, what you don't realize is that in the next 10 years, things may be 10 times more expensive. Now, we are praying because somebody said, hey, God forbid, God forbid. Did we pray to reach here? Did somebody say in 2014, God, in 2014, if they had told you in 2014 that fuel will be 1,100, you say for how many gallons? They say 1 liter. You say, it's not possible. I reject it. I reject it. Is it not there now? Your rejection cannot cause any change. What changes is your situation. Your situation can change by the decisions you implement. Until you change the circumstances of your mind, the order of how you process things, nothing else will change. I don't care if fuel is 1 million naira per liter. This is what I know, which is the law of currency. It responds to value. So money, I was telling somebody something. Somebody listen to this. See, before money came, there was the rich and the poor. Calculate that. Sorry, the Bible I read told me about Abraham. Abraham was very rich. His son Isaac was there naira or dollar then? How did they now know that Abraham was rich? The real meaning of rich is capacity to retain value. That is the real meaning of rich. Capacity to retain value. So currency is nothing in my mind. It is the value I'm adding to myself that matters. Because as I proceed and increase in value, there is something that happens. That is, I also begin to have that money. Because the money, let me tell you how bad it is, to let you know. He said something about if you give money to a fool, this is what happens, it will finish. You see, the truth is that no matter how much money they give you now, people appreciate who gives them money. But the person you should appreciate the most is somebody who teaches you how to be a better person. Because money cannot buy that. See, somebody can hate you and give you money. Do you know? Just, God, can you go about me 5K, just a 5K take. By the time you go and buy 5 liter, you are gone. But can that person call you and say, come, this is how I make my money. Let me share it with you. That one alone will practically build you into wealth. Now, Remember what I'm sharing with you is the 30 days, the way you are going to organize your 30 days. And I said, commit yourself to be the best. Now, don't let your goal, how do you commit yourself to be the best? Don't let your goal be to sell alone. Let your goal be to reach more people. The most visible person is rated the best. Don't let your goal be to sell alone. I'm telling you, that's what I practically do. I do not let my goal be to sell. My goal is how many more people can I reach? Because the truth is that if your goal is to sell alone, all you will be after is the money in the hand of the next person. And guess what? When you're after the money in the hand of someone, they know and they will refrain against you. Do you not know? Have you not seen a situation where somebody is trying to talk to you like to cajole money out of your hand and like, give me a more, you will stay there. But you know something? If you don't care, if you are relaxed, I used to say something. The best way to sell is not to go about selling. The best way to sell is to keep making people know more about you. Now, out of the many who knows more about you, somebody will come and say, hello, Mr. Shola. How are you doing? I saw your information at so-and-so place. So how many more people can I reach? Now, this is how people remain in a circle. Let me share with you how you remain in a circle. You have been in the real estate industry for the past 2 years, right? Let me show you how you practically remain in a circle. And every blessed day you wake up and grateful. You quickly post graphics. You are now waiting your status. Why are people not buying? After 1 week of posting every day, why are people not buying? Well, this thing is not the way forward. You know what? Your circle, first of all, you are not growing your status. You are not growing your views. That means you are not increasing your reach. The people on your status are your brothers and sisters with your auntie's friend and your mommy's brother. Who they viewed it. They now be telling you, Shola, you know they put this thing for this thing. You know, remove this thing, or they will even tell you that I like the way you are doing. You are a good boy. You are doing well. But next time, please reduce the number of this thing you are posting. Believe me, you need to just reach more people. Reach more people. Reaching more people will put you under less pressure to sell. Now, let's mention some of the world's most influential brands. Let us try to acknowledge them. I think Facebook, which is now, I don't know what they call it now, I think Meta. Let's say Instagram. These people, are they wealthy? Yes or no? Yes. They are. But the truth is that, have they reached more people? Yes. That's just the truth. Are they begging you to come and be part of them? No. They don't. Let's say Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is like everywhere in the world. But see, in spite of the bad testimony against Coca-Cola, that brand can never fall. Because why? They'll tell you that they are everywhere. Somebody will come and tell you that Coca-Cola will break your bones. It will break your teeth. It's high level of sugar, diabetes, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? They are still expanding. They are still expanding. Because why? They have been able to build a large network of reach. Now, when we were about to hold this program, all I just needed to do was reach more people. Then more people came. Now, if I want to reach even far much more people, I need to reach even more people. Did I not tell you? I was telling my team guys that when we were trying to reach more people, they were like, it's okay. I said, no, let's reach more. Because I know the Nigeria where we are in. Everybody is willing to go to where they share food, where they share money. I'm telling you, if I had posted on the video that, ladies and gentlemen, In this program, Kwara State Youth Empowerment Program, we are going to be empowering 5,000 young people with 5,000 naira. Believe me, this whole Viva Street will be choked. It's too. Uh-huh. You imagine. Oh, don't say, let's even say we will empower you with 4,000 naira or 3. Imagine. You to show you that the majority are in darkness. The majority are in darkness of the truth about what it takes to really live. So, no wonder majority are poor. It just tells you why majority are poor. Because the truth is that majority will always be poor. That is how economy survives. The economy thrives on the poor. Most people don't know. The economy thrives on the poor. If everybody was wealthy, who will clean? Who will do this one? Who will? Right? It just makes you know. See, now, what's now going to make the difference are those who chose, those who step out of their comfort zone to sacrifice. They saw that they are not sharing money. Yeah? They saw that all they just want to deliver is information. Yet they came to listen. Now, these people are separate. Believe me, as you are like this, you are like 1 out of 300 people. You, as you are like this, you are like 1 out of 300 people. Because why? Out of every 300 person you tell will most likely not be interested because they are distracted by what does not really matter. Now, I'm telling you about how to commit to be the best. I'm saying reach more people. B, establish yourself as an authority. Read books and learn about real estate on YouTube and other social media platforms. Learn about real estate. Learn. Commit yourself to be the best. Know how other people execute excellently. You see, one of the things that stirred my desire about real estate is the aspect. Is my mic still working? All right. It's still working. The aspect of just studying about successful realtors. It just changed my mind. First of all, it changed my mind from what is generally acceptable. Do you know what's generally acceptable? That real estate is a struggle. That's what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks real estate is a struggle. Everybody thinks that, I need a place where I'll be earning salary to be safe. Let me tell you, first of all, to shock you, nobody has a better plan for you than you. So anybody who wants to give you a salary will definitely not give you up to the value of what you bring up. I'm not saying this for you not to go and work. Please remain at your workplace. There is wisdom to this thing. But the truth is that the end game of everything is not to remain paid. Some people are working somewhere so that they can earn pension. Pen? Are you saying, Sean? Do you know what the economy is saying? You are talking about pension. You are trying to be safe so that my later years will be good. Let me look for pension. Pension. Show what I mean. Are you for real? Like in the next 20, 30 years, do you know how much naira would have become? Do you have an idea? And yet you want to sit with pension. Maybe the pension they want to pay you in the next 20 years is 3 million naira. And that time, 3 million naira will just be to fly bike from one place to another. Who knows? But let me tell you something. If you keep increasing your value, whatever it is they call currency at that moment, your capacity will be able to handle it. Because the truth is that no matter where Tony Elumelu enters now, no matter the currency it is, he will still be considered a rich man. He will still be considered a wealthy man. Talk about pounds, talk about dollars, talk about whatever it is, he will still be. Because why? The level of value has gotten to that point. You can't be shy. I'm wondering why that brother that told me about that is not here. That brother said, I want to be into real estate, but I don't want my face to be seen. He's not here. Okay. Are you for real? He said, yes, I have a dream to thrive well in real estate and do. But I see that You are always posting, and everybody will now be seeing your face. It's your face, your bum bum. Are you? Why are you hiding it? Ah, like he told me, he said, Kenneth, you are trying, no. You know, I cannot be letting everybody to be posting my video like that. They now be seeing my face. I said, bro, you ain't ready to do real estate, bro. But I just try to encourage him to show up. So basically, it is what it is. You can't be shy. This century we are in is not for the introvert. So let me tell you, if you think you are an introvert, you are not ready yet. Boil out of that intro. See, people change. People transform. You can be an introvert today, and if you determine, you will come out of it. Let me tell you, you may not know maths, because me actually, I don't know maths. Okay, it's off. Okay. You may not know maths. It could shock you to know that I don't even know how to count money. There was a time, for the first time, somebody brought 200,000 naira. That was what disgraced me that day. To the office. He said, let me just make part payment for the Green City. So I took the money. I was just saying, I don't collect cash. She said, I'm nothing. There is nothing. I said, okay, bring it. I started counting. I counted up to 50,000. Right? Am I in 55? I went back. I started counting again. I just gave it to my secretary. I said, you know what, see, counting. And you know what? Like, you see, that's a skill, oh. Some people don't know. So some of us don't even have it. We cannot. My mom would beat me that time. She would pack money when we count. I will still not get it. I kept on failing math. But the truth is that, you see, you may not have arithmetic, like the big arithmetic knowledge like that. But when you work on your communication, money will respond to you. Do you think Elumelu can count the money in his account? Did they give him for real? Or Dangote? Communication is powerful, because you must learn the art of leadership. You must learn so many other things. And one important thing that resonates around every one of them is that you cannot be shy. You can't. Because shyness is averting yourself from people. And averting yourself from people is excluding yourself from the money chain. Because money is a currency that flows among people. The way you guys are like this, do you know that if I practically say, please, I need 500 naira, 1,000 naira, do you know that you guys can actually contribute it? And before I know it, I'll be living here with maybe 30-something thousand naira. Do you know why? Because you are people, you are a person, you are a community. And guess what? You are holding some level of values within you. And that value is, when packed together, is what is currency. So money can flow from you to me. Money can flow. That means that if I avert myself from you, practically speaking, what happens is this. This is what practically happens, is that you're averting yourself from making money. All right? So it is what it is. The next one, please. Believe you can make it. I believe I can. I know I will. That thing is one thing that must separate you. And let me tell you, in the aspect of believing you can make it, most of the times you don't need to talk. You know, I always say something that I thank God for the grace of being a good talker. But being a good talker has landed me more into, let me say, should I say it? It has landed me into troubles, in the sense that when I noticed, ever since I was in secondary school, I found out that, okay, people were interested in me talking. They were interested in listening to me. I always represented my school in debates. Now it got to a point that I literally was reserved for external purposes. They don't call me for inter-office debates. What's happening? Probably this. All right. They call me for when it's time to do outside match. Now, but one thing I found out is that talking too much reduces your power. It reduces your capacity to execute. Now, you will live here. Some people will live here. Let me tell you, class of people. Some people will live here, haven't learned this. They are moved, they are touched, they are wowed, they are dazed. Now they live here and they go back and keep sharing knowledge everywhere they go. Maybe I should switch it up. Oh, okay.